Hey Physique Freaks, how's it going? Coach Scott here, and welcome to my bedroom. Now, as I'm nearing the end of this mini cut, I really want to take some time to talk about what's gone into the decision-making process as to when I will end this mini cut, because I really didn't set a goal date, an end date in mind for this mini cut, and there's no body weight or body fat percentage that it's aiming for. The goal right from the start has always been a very specific look, and that is to look and feel my absolute best, to feel incredibly confident just standing around relaxed like this. Kind of like if I was hanging around the pool having a casual conversation with a buddy as I'm talking with you right now, or if I was walking along the beach just kind of kicking up sands. Those casual moments compared to when I'm finishing a workout and striking that perfect pose to put up on Instagram or Facebook. And we can do a little comparison. Let's jump right into how it'd be like if I just finished a workout, get that perfect pose. I'm going to try to make that little twist to the side, try to make my waist look more narrow, and then blowing out and flexing hard to bring out all of the details. So a little twist. So that's flex, that's Instagram, Facebook, kind of ready to kind of put my best presentation of myself out there to the world. But most of the time when I have my shirt off, I'm just casual relaxed. It's very rare that someone's gonna say, hey Scott, flex, show us some muscles and all that stuff. Like that's not life. I want to look and feel my best. Sorry, I'm looking in the mirror right behind me, and I love checking myself out in the mirror right now. I am a little bit vain, and I mean, you know what? That's all part of the game. You gotta love yourself. I think we could use a little bit more self-love. People talk about vanity in negative terms, but when I'm hearing from clients and friends and colleagues who are constantly beating themselves up over how they look, when really they look amazing, they look absolutely amazing and should be celebrating how they look, they're beating themselves up and kind of picking themselves apart. And it'd be very easy for me to pick myself apart. I mean, there's going to be a lot of people who look at me right now and think I look fantastic, and I think I look fantastic, and I'm proud of that right now. But there's going to be other people who kind of pick me apart, not think I'm big enough. I don't have a big enough chest. I'm not big and muscular or anything, and they'll think I'm carrying around a little bit more fat. I'm not as ripped as a lot of the other YouTubers you'll see out there. And I watch a lot of YouTube videos, and I see a lot of guys who are like shredded 365 days out of the year, and they've been shredded for year after year after year. Whereas I've kind of gone up and down at times, going through the different building phases. But I think we should be celebrating where we're at right now. It'd be very easy for me to pick myself apart right now and to think, I'm looking in the mirror and think, yeah, I could get more muscular. I do want to get more muscular, there's no doubt about that. But I'm very happy with what I've built up. I've added a fair amount of muscle. I just went through an 8-month building phase. Now I'm nearing the end of this mini cut, and I can tell I've gained at least 5 pounds of lean muscle during that 8-month time period. I'm ecstatic over that, especially being almost 44 years old, a lot of training experience under my belt. To see that kind of progress, I'm celebrating that rather than looking at myself going, man, I'm small. I only weigh 145 pounds. I'm just a tiny little guy here. I could pick myself apart muscularly. I can also pick myself apart going, geez, like look at those love handles here. You can pinch an inch. You can really grab onto that stuff. But you know, I'm really excited with how I'm looking right now. This is the best I've ever looked. I think personally, this is the most muscle I've carried around. I'm really damn lean. I'm really happy with the level of leanness that I have. I got nice little details along the lower abs. So this is kind of my sweet spot where I kind of feel, especially once I get back up to maintenance level calories and I start filling out a little bit more from that extra food, even at maintenance, just having those little extra carbs, that extra fuel in me, I will fill out. I'll definitely look even better than I am right now. I'll probably even pull the skin tighter. So I'm looking forward to that. I lost my train of thought here, but yeah, really happy with that, where I am. But I do, this is my sweet spot. That's where there's that. Sorry, I lost my train. We're going to keep this raw and real. Love you guys, and I hope you appreciate that. So this is kind of my sweet spot where I am happiest. And I've got about a 5-pound window where I'm really happy. If I start gaining, if I'm like 5 pounds heavier where I'm at right now, the lower abs wash out, and kind of my confidence, even though I still look fantastic, I'm not quite as confident as I am looking the way I do right now. But what I'm gonna do is push this mini cut just a little bit further, even though I think I look my best right now, and that's gonna give me a little bit of wiggle room. If I drop another pound or two, I'm gonna get definitely a lot more shredded. I'm probably gonna look a little bit smaller, and that's kind of the problem that you run into. It's probably a conversation for another video of finding your sweet spot where you look your best, where you're lean enough and muscular enough. So I know if I drop another pound or two, probably gonna look a little bit smaller, but it's gonna give me more room when I'm going through a building phase. So I just came off that 8-month building phase, and it's able to last 8 months because I pushed it a little bit beyond my sweet spot here. I got a little bit leaner, so it gave me more room to gain some fat during that muscle building process before I got to that point where I'm starting to get just a little bit sloppy. It's time to do a mini cut and trim down. So whenever I do a cutting phase, I look to push it just a little bit beyond my sweet spot, just to give myself that room to grow, because I quickly fill into, like, if I drop another pound or two, it's going to give me another month or two. I'll hold it during the summertime, and then I can grow, continue to grow from there, and have several months where I'm very, very happy. I think that's the problem, is that a lot of people go through a cutting phase, they're really happy with how they look for about a month, and then as they're gaining fat, through a building phase, they're quickly unhappy with how they look, and that's no way to go. So taking a nice slow and steady process to build muscle and slowly adding a little bit of fat to your body as you're going through that process is the way to go. That way you can be happy with your physique all the freaking time without being crazy shredded, and not allowing yourself to get too sloppy where you're unhappy. So knowing you have that cushion, that wiggle room to play around with, where you can gain 5-6 pounds of fat and still be very, very, very happy with how you look, is important. So what went into the decision making process was going for the look, basically where I'm at right now. Very happy, casual. I can super confident walking along the beach, but I'm not going to end it here. I know I got to push it just a little bit further to give myself that little bit of a wiggle room. And I'm not killing myself. It's not been a strenuous process, this little mini cut here. I've been really relaxed on the weekends for the past few weekends. I don't feel like overly restricted or anything like that. It's just been nice, slow and steady process, but still getting the job done quick. Like it's not going to drag on it's not like a 12-week fat loss phase or anything. It's still a little mini cut that is nearing its end. So there's a couple of things here, just comparing how you look relaxed to flexed, because there's a lot of people, like, I'll post my posing practice videos, and people, when I was 5 pounds heavier and abs were washed out, standing relaxed, I'm standing relaxed, and like, I'm not happy with how I look. I don't like seeing my lower abs washed out. But when I flex and pose, I look ripped. So going for that look where you look ripped on the camera, striking those perfect poses, to me that's not the look that it should be going for, because that's not how you look naturally. It's always looking good, casual, how you would be hanging out with buddies, how I would be having a conversation with you. So I hope you enjoyed the footage. I hope you got something out of it. If anything that you get out of it, fucking be happy. Look in the mirror, freaking celebrate yourself, celebrate your achievements. Try not to pick yourself apart. It's one thing to have a goal, to want to look a little bit better, to strive to set the bar a little bit higher, but if you're looking in the mirror, if I was to look in the mirror and really, if all I did was focus on the problem areas, if all I did was focus on the love handle area there, and then I still got just this little bit of fat down here, what a miserable way to live. It's very tough to be happy if you're really picking yourself apart all the time like that, or comparing yourself to others. But looking in the mirror, and most of us, I gotta say, look pretty damn good, especially compared to the rest of the population out there. So don't pick yourself apart. Sure, set your goals, but fucking don't be afraid to be a little vain and happy, and take some pride in how you look. That's it. If you enjoyed this conversation, boom, hit that like button. If you want to hear more about it, please subscribe to the channel. And if more than anything, I want to hear from you. So comment down below your thoughts. Do you pick yourself apart? What's the look that you want to go for? I mean, some people don't even want to look as lean as I am, and that's freaking awesome. Know your goal, know what makes you happy. I want to hear about it all down below. Share it in the comment box. I'll catch you in the next video. Have yourself a great day.